Mario here, and I'm going to knock out some shout-outs. Shout out to Dylan Lee Jensen, Trevor Johnson, Dylan Gargan, and also Brandon and Josh and Austin. Sorry if I may have repeated a name, kind of just really tired right now. Right here, I'm pretty much just doing my warm-up sets. Nothing really fancy. Trying to make sure I actually have good form in them. And overall, I believe last week I had a, well, I'm not going to even call it a PR, but I believe on my heaviest set I was only able to get, I think it was like 10, 11 reps. And then this week I was actually able to bang out, I believe, 11 reps at 295. So my weight increased, and I believe reps were fairly the same, which is, I'm pretty happy because at least, you know, weight's starting to come back on the bar. And mind you, I'm coming off a cold right now, so maybe that could be the reason for some of my regained strength. And yeah, pretty much this was my heaviest set. It was 295 for 11. And if you guys notice, I still have my liquid grip. Literally, I mean, that thing has been with me for a good chunk of 2012 and also, yeah, pretty much going into 2013. Like, I'm not even near half the, like, the bottle. I may be just, like, at the borderline of a bit half, but it's nothing like, oh my god, I have none left. And then again, I mean, I only use it on my bench days and also my deadlift days, and that's really it. I should really fix up my damn form, but it's so hard to maintain, like, a, what is it, a neutral lumbar spine, or arched lumbar spine, and that's just for me, like, one of the hardest things, but it's so hard because when you're going at your heaviest set, you know, that's kind of one of the last things on your mind. You're pretty much just focused on pulling the weight. And this is something I actually wanted to do to kind of focus on my explosiveness off the ground, better known as deficit deadlifts. So I usually the Wendler program calls for 5 sets at 50%, but I mean for the deficit deadlifts I usually just do 2 sets off the box and then I'll finish up the 3 just regular deadlifts. But as later on down the road I might slowly increase that, so it'll be 3 sets of deficit deads and then, you know, 2 regular sets. And personally, this for me has kind of worked in the past. I remember doing this in the summer, and it really does help with my explosiveness. You know, I'm just saying this. I'm not going to say it'll work amazingly for you, but I mean, it does raise me, I believe, like 4 inches off the ground, which is, you know, just good enough. And if you'd like it, then, you know, go for it and make it a part of your routine sometime. And then, yep, these are just my regular deads. At this point, I'm not going to lie, my energy, my force production was slowly going down. Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, 4 inches off the ground with that little, little platform, it does knock out some energy out of you. I mean, you may not think of it, but literally the bar is just at the tip of your ankles, like the lower end, just, so, I mean, it does give you a run for your money, I guess you could say. Yeah, as you can tell, like, literally at the end, I'm just saying, forget it. And this is a response to Josh Anderson's rack pulls. I was, like, doing these little things, kind of just show you, like, my form on this. I think Josh, he had a plate under his foot, so for him it just looked extremely awkward, as if he were just pulling entirely with his back and not really utilizing anything else on it. I was trying to pretty much show out that my rack pull looks somewhat familiar to a Romanian deadlift. That's pretty much it. And then this, if you guys watch my previous video on Prelepin's table and kind of applying quote-unquote optimal ranges to training percentages of your squat, deadlift, and whatnot, so pretty much this was 65%, which came out to 165. I did 6 sets of 4, so I'm only showing you guys 3 sets, but actually, not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed this. I thought at first, oh my god, 6 sets of 4, I'm gonna be burning out, but surprisingly, this felt like an actual good way to handle. Didn't really leave me tired, I guess you could say, because I mean, by the time I was already at the 3rd rep, I kind of, in my head, I always think to myself, oh crap, I have to do like 5 reps or 6 reps, but oh hey, what a relief, it's only 4. And even though it's 6 sets of 4, you really don't feel that burned out, considering it's only 65% of your 1 rep max. And this next movement that we're going to be going into is the standing calf press. Mr. Matthew Roski of Chicago Style Fitness, please get a seated calf raise. Only reason why I'm doing this slow on my quote-unquote hyper week is because essentially I'm really trying to go for training the soleus in this area and the gastroc, but as opposed to my power weeks, I actually take my precious sweet time on this. As you notice, as I'm coming down in the eccentric, I actually take I'm not going to say I have a set tempo in mind, it's more or less just slow and controlled. And finally, lying leg curls. I love this machine. I was honestly, I don't think we had one at the previous gym I used to go to, so I was always doing seated leg curls, which kind of felt weird since my pelvis would essentially feel like it's like popping up a little bit. But I actually enjoy this one way more. And if you guys noticed, I swapped the Romanian deadlift for the lying leg curl because Romanian deadlifts on a deadlift day after squats, it's too much work for me in that sense. So I pushed the Romanian deadlift over to my squat day. And what sucks is that this machine doesn't have a weight, doesn't say weight, it just says like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm pretty much going off feel and then kind of just writing down like 5 stack, 6 stack, etc. But please do check us out on Facebook and all that fun stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Take care.